In the early 2000s, BlackBerry reigned supreme. It was the phone for professionals. The iconic BlackBerry was instantly recognizable with its sleek design and that addictive keyboard. People loved the satisfying click of the keys. But the real appeal? BlackBerry offered something revolutionary: mobile email. Before BlackBerry, staying connected to your inbox meant being chained to a desk. BlackBerry unshackled professionals. Important emails could be checked and answered on the go. This was a game changer. The ability to send and receive emails from anywhere made BlackBerry the must-have device for businesses and busy individuals. BlackBerry became synonymous with productivity and efficiency. It was a status symbol. Owning a BlackBerry meant you were important, connected, and in demand. Evenings and weekends were no longer sacred. The red notification light blinked, demanding attention. People were addicted to their BlackBerries. This was the era of the Crackberry. The BlackBerry was more than just a phone, it was a cultural phenomenon. BlackBerry's journey began long before the smartphone era. The company, then known as Research in Motion, or RIM, started in 1984. Their initial focus was on wireless data technology. RIM found early success with pagers. In the late 1990s, RIM saw an opportunity. They recognized the growing demand for mobile email. This led to the birth of the BlackBerry in 1999. The first BlackBerry devices were essentially two-way pagers. They allowed users to send and receive emails and messages. BlackBerry quickly gained traction in the corporate world. Businesses embraced the device for its secure messaging capabilities. It provided a way for employees to stay connected and productive outside the office. As BlackBerry's popularity grew, so did its ambitions. The company released newer models with more advanced features. BlackBerry added internet browsing, basic applications, and even cameras. This marked BlackBerry's transformation from a messaging device to a smartphone pioneer. Before the iPhone, the mobile phone market was a different beast. It lacked the elegance and simplicity we associate with smartphones today. Phones were clunky, menus were confusing, and user experience was often an afterthought. BlackBerry, with its focus on email and messaging, stood out. The main competitors to BlackBerry were Palm and Microsoft. Palm offered personal digital assistants known for their stylus-based input and organizational features. Microsoft, with its Windows mobile operating system, dominated the early smartphone market. However, both Palm and Microsoft's offerings were clunky and lacked the intuitive design that would later define the iPhone. The market was ripe for disruption. What consumers craved was a device that was both functional and easy to use. They wanted a phone that was not just a tool but an extension of themselves. Enter the iPhone. In 2007, Steve Jobs took the stage and unveiled the iPhone. It was a watershed moment in technological history. The iPhone was unlike anything the world had seen. It was sleek, intuitive, and incredibly powerful. Jobs, with his characteristic showmanship, presented a device that was more than just a phone. It was a music player, a web browser, and a communication device all rolled into one. The iPhone's impact was immediate. People lined up for hours to get their hands on this revolutionary device. The tech world was captivated, but BlackBerry initially remained unconcerned. They dismissed the iPhone as a toy for consumers, not a serious business device. They believed their secure network and physical keyboard would continue to appeal to their core market. This initial dismissal would prove to be a grave miscalculation. BlackBerry failed to grasp the seismic shift in consumer expectations that the iPhone represented. The game had changed, and BlackBerry was about to be left behind. Section 5. The App Store, a game changer. One of the key factors in the iPhone's success was the App Store. Launched in 2008, the App Store introduced a revolutionary concept: a centralized platform where users could download and install third-party applications directly onto their iPhones. This opened up a world of possibilities. Suddenly, the iPhone was not just a phone, it was a platform for endless creativity and innovation. Developers flocked to the App Store, eager to create apps that entertained, informed, and connected users in unprecedented ways. From games to social media to productivity tools, the App Store had something for everyone. BlackBerry, on the other hand, was slow to recognize the power of apps. They underestimated the consumer demand for a rich and diverse app ecosystem. BlackBerry's own App Store, BlackBerry World, launched in 2009, paled in comparison to the App Store in terms of app selection and user experience. The App Store became a major differentiator for Apple. It transformed the iPhone from a device into an experience. BlackBerry, clinging to its messaging-centric approach, missed the boat. Section 6. Clinging to the past. BlackBerry's resistance to touchscreens. As the iPhone gained popularity, it became clear that touchscreens were the future of mobile interaction. The intuitive nature of touch, combined with the iPhone's sleek design, made physical keyboards seem antiquated. BlackBerry, however, remained resistant to change. They clung to their belief that physical keyboards were superior for typing, especially for their business clientele. This resistance to touchscreens led to a series of flawed product launches. The BlackBerry Storm, released in 2008, was BlackBerry's attempt to compete with the iPhone on the touchscreen front. However, the Storm was plagued with problems. Its touch-sensitive screen lacked the responsiveness and accuracy of the iPhone. The Storm was a critical and commercial failure. It tarnished BlackBerry's reputation and further solidified the iPhone's dominance. BlackBerry's reluctance to embrace touchscreens, a key element of the modern smartphone experience, cost them dearly. Section 7. Fading glory. BlackBerry's decline. The writing was on the wall. The iPhone, with its intuitive design, app ecosystem, and growing popularity, had captured the imagination of consumers. BlackBerry, slow to adapt and clinging to outdated technology, began its rapid decline. BlackBerry's market share, once dominant, began to erode. Consumers were drawn to the iPhone's sleek design, intuitive interface, and the ever-expanding world of apps. Businesses, once BlackBerry's stronghold, started to embrace the iPhone for its improved functionality and user experience. By 2010, just 3 years after the iPhone's launch, BlackBerry's fate was sealed. The company that was once synonymous with mobile communication was now struggling to stay relevant. The BlackBerry, once a symbol of status and productivity, became a relic of a bygone era. Section 8. A new path. BlackBerry's cybersecurity pivot. Facing mounting losses and a shrinking market share, BlackBerry was forced to make a change. The company recognized that its future was no longer in smartphones. In 2013, BlackBerry made the difficult decision to exit the smartphone market and shift its focus to software and services. BlackBerry leveraged its expertise in security and encryption to establish itself in the cybersecurity industry. They focused on providing secure software solutions for businesses and governments. BlackBerry's pivot to cybersecurity has been relatively successful. The company has carved out a niche for itself in a growing market. While BlackBerry is no longer a household name in the same way it once was, the company has found a new path. Their story serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of innovation, adaptability, and the unforgiving nature of the tech industry. Section 9. Lessons from the fall: innovation, adaptation, and the relentless pace of technology. The rise and fall of BlackBerry is a classic tale of disruption. It highlights the importance of innovation, adaptability, and the relentless pace of technological advancement. BlackBerry's failure to anticipate and respond to the iPhone's disruptive force led to their downfall. Here are some key lessons from BlackBerry's experience. Embrace innovation. Companies cannot afford to rest on their laurels. The tech landscape is constantly evolving. What works today might be obsolete tomorrow. To survive, companies must foster a culture of innovation and be willing to cannibalize their own products to stay ahead of the curve. Adapt or die. The ability to adapt to changing market conditions is crucial for survival. BlackBerry's resistance to touchscreens and their dismissal of the app ecosystem proved fatal. Companies must be agile and willing to pivot their strategies in response to new technologies and consumer demands. The importance of user experience. The iPhone's success was not just about its technology, it was about the experience. The iPhone was intuitive, easy to use, and aesthetically pleasing. In today's tech landscape, user experience is paramount. Companies that prioritize user experience are more likely to win over consumers. BlackBerry's story is a reminder that even the most dominant companies are vulnerable to disruption. It is a cautionary tale about the importance of staying ahead of the curve, embracing change, and never underestimating the power of a truly disruptive innovation.